everybody, Gagnerd here, and I already recorded this once, but then realized, hey, this isn't for HD quality, I've got to re-record it. So this is the re-recording of the recording I did earlier, and that's why you'll see the medals already there and times already set, which kind of sucks because I had a really good recording before. But let's get into it. Aftermath, Origin of Pain. Well, at least there's one thing I can correct from the previous recording. Previous recording, I forgot I was using the DLC bikes for the tracks. So in this recording, I'm going to be using the Gecko. The last one I used was the Phoenix, and I'm really sucking right now. So yeah, I corrected something which you didn't really need to know because I fucked up, and normally fuck ups aren't really good to mention because they prove how bad you are at doing something right. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, I corrected a fuck up. Feel proud. Fuck! That took way too long. Should have been able to pass that a lot quicker. So this track has a little Easter egg in it. At the start, if you go to the edge of the first ramp, then roll backwards, get on fire, and complete the track without like blowing up or crashing, I'm pretty sure you get an achievement or a squirrel. And if you find all the squirrels on the DLC and in the single player shit, you get an achievement. Anyway, that took way too long. Moving on. Alright, so the first extreme track of Origin of Pain is called Back to the Attic. Now there's an achievement you can get for completing this track with the Gecko. Now, I already did it earlier. But here's something, I don't know if it was supposed to be here or like it was just an accident, but this spot I found accidentally when you're supposed to go down at the start. So I don't know if that was put there on purpose or was it like they just forgot to make it like a solid like block, or not block, that's Minecraft talk, a solid object. But yeah, I found that out while doing the track once and I'm like, oh my god, I'm the master, I'm like Nancy fucking Drew of Trials Evolution. And yeah. So I don't know if that's actually already found and if it's actually intended to be there. If not, fuck yeah, world first. But I doubt it. There's like heaps of people that play this game. This part is probably the worst because, well, for me anyway, because you gotta tap that with your back wheel, and then use the momentum to push yourself up over the barrels up ahead. Like so close. This is it. We got it. Yeah, perfect. I'm awesome. Come on. Yeah! Drop down. Now this part I don't like. You have to jump across onto the piano. And it took me a fuckload of tries last time, but this time it didn't, which is good because last time was a bit of a dick. And we are done. So this track is called Straitjacket, and it reminds me of a mental institution. Well, the name does. The actual, the way I think it kind of corresponds with it is that this is like the trash bin for like a circus or some shit, you know, like the polluted shit. You got all the circus equipment, so like all the people went crazy, like the Joker from Batman, and they need straitjackets. That's pretty much how I think they came up with the idea. The last time I saw someone get stuck at this point was Wiggy, and he was doing a live stream and he rage quit. Just couldn't get the flow of this. And I won't lie, it is a bit of a cunt if you don't know what you're doing. So what you do is you just bunny hop across. Just like that, Wiggy, if you're watching. No! Save myself. Fuck yeah, I meant to do that. Sort of, I think. Did I save myself yet? Yeah. Sweet. So, pretty much like I was saying in the last recording, anything that looks like a mistake or a fuck up, but without actually fucking up, that is what I call I meant to do that. So, yeah. Oh, magic marker, we meet again in one day. It's all good. It's all good. I did a decent time before. I had a bit of troubles with a certain point, which you probably will see if I don't get ahead, which I'm not doing very well right now. After 10 minutes later, 10 fucking minutes later, I finally get the fucking point. That took way too long. And that one took me long, like quite a decent amount of time last time. I was surprised to why. It's just because I was sucking. But I'm ready. This is like part 1 of the douchebag part of this track. You gotta like run up, use your speed, and then you gotta go here, see the smiley face. You go down again, and this is part 2 of the douchebag part. So yeah, I'm gonna probably skip to when I actually do it, because this is just a cunt of a part. Alright, there we go. There we go. There. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Come on. This part's simple. I did it like piss easy last time. That just douchebag part 2 is the hardest part, in my opinion. Especially with the gecko, because the gecko doesn't have the horsepower behind it, it's only got manpower. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. Slow and steady. Slow and steady, I got this. I got this. I fucking had it. Like so. There we go. There we go. Really? Really? I'm on the fucking line. Okay, this is starting to give me a fucking headache. Okay, that was what was supposed to happen. Not the last bullshit. Okay, so welcome to Riders of Doom. We'll be using the Banshee, and the first track is called Greek Therapy. Now, the Banshee, in my opinion, is great for bunny hops and shit like this. Suspension, I believe, I'm not an expert or know much about vehicles and how they work, etc. I just like dirt bikes to be exact. But I believe it's the suspension. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the back wheel is just fucking intense when you're doing bunny hops. I believe up ahead there's a ramp that right here. Just the back wheel just fucking launches. See that? Look. Yeah. So that was Greek Therapy. This track is called Toxication, and to me the name just comes from toxicity. The toxicity. Yeah. I'm pretty sure just 100%, not 100%, but I'd say about 80% sure the reason why they called it Toxication is because the whole place is full of toxic waste and shit like that. Like, look at that water sewage back there. Don't even know what it is, but I'm assuming it's going to be hazardous. Splash. Alright, so this track is, I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying it right, but it's Amno Domino or Domino, whatever. I'm not really good with the name, but it reminds me of like Egyptian ruins. So that might be something to do with its creation, and I fucked up that ramp. This one's got quite a lot of side paths, so if you fuck up, you can just take a side path. Oh, fuck. See, it's got an arrow down. You can go down here. And if you fuck up here, you can go down there. And if you fuck up here, you can go down there. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That was so close. Whee! And I apologize, it was Amno Domini. Alright. This track is called Halloween Hot Rod. I think the Halloween part is self-explanatory, but I'm not sure about the hot rod part. I don't know. why it's called hot, like the hot rod part is part of it. Now, if you drop down like this, down here, you'll get a pumpkin that lands on your head, and if you finish the track, I believe you get a squirrel or a thingamabob, an achievement. I'm not 100% sure. But the track changes and it's more intense than previously. But if you crash, it just goes back to the way it was. Which is sad because I liked having a big head. Not that I already haven't got one, because, you know, my ego is so fucking high. But, you know, ego comes with awesomeness. And I crashed, of course, right before the finish line. Alright, so this track is called The Middle of Nowhere, and it brings back some pretty bad memories of when I was going for the tournaments on the Riders of Doom DLC. Because there's 3 tracks in this tournament. I'm not going fast enough, what the fuck? There's 3 tracks in this tournament. You got this track, The Middle of Nowhere. You got Sky City, or something like that. And the last one, which I can't remember what it's called, but I know what it is. And you have to get 0 faults. Now, this track I can do easy, like, if I'm fully trying, I can get it easily done without any faults. And if I'm not talking obviously puts me off because I focus more on what I'm talking about than what I'm doing in the game. But, yeah, Sky City, that's where the pain comes. Because I think it's 0 faults. The way it's set out is not directly best for me. It's very, like, to me it feels stop and go-ish. Like, you can't just go full bore, or like, it hasn't got a specific path, in my opinion. Like, stuff like this, you gotta land on this right to go to the next part. And if you don't land on this right, well, you're fucked. And I used to try and always land up on these upper fucking platforms, and it wouldn't always work because, like this, I'd fuck up, crash, and have to redo the whole tournament again. And that's where the pain came. It took me at least a month and a bit trying it maybe once a day. Because once I'd fuck up, I'd be like, nah, I'm done. Do something else. I'd probably move on to the extreme tournament. And stuff like back there, I'd try and, for some reason, continue going higher and higher. One time, I took this completely wrong and landed like that. I was so close to the finish, it was bull. And, like, sometimes I'd fall short from the jump and I wouldn't get the full air, and it wasn't good. This has happened many times. Alright, so you can see the finish line there. There was one time when I thought I'd be cocky and do that, and that's exactly what happened. Right before the finish line, I crashed because I was getting too cocky, and I didn't complete the track with 0 faults because I was being cocky like that. So, yeah. Alright, so the third track in that tournament would be Pump It Up. This one's not as bad compared to Sky City, but it was still a bit of a dick. And I think the reason why they called it Pumped It Up, just a random stab in the dark, but I'd say because it's on an oil rig or oil like setup thingy bob. I think it's an oil rig. Well, it's to do with pumping shit from the ground. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure. And we fucking came close to not finishing that. Alright, so this one's called Lumberjack. I think it would be self-explanatory later on, but right now we're making our way to the lumber site thingamabob. That was a fail. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of the Banshee. I'm more of a Phoenix type of guy. And I totally meant to do that. But yeah, it's just got too much bounce in it. Of course you'd put fucking C4 or whatever it is down below that, you cheeky fuck. At first when I played this, I was wondering like who operated the damn place, and then I realized, well, how the fuck in general would anyone operate the place? All the buildings don't have any steps, or they might have had steps. And They're all broken. I wonder what happened. Alright, last track today, guys. Number 13 is Trouble at Tamil. It's literally T apostrophe mill. So, yeah. That is the last track we'll be playing. Then we have one more video of Trials Evolution next week. And then Trials Fusion! Cannot wait, I'm honestly so pumped. And on Trials Fusion will be on my account, not the heinous user that we are currently on, because Gerg Nerd, I'll be playing the game like brand new. You guys will be watching me playing it for the first time. I won't have any practice beforehand. I'll be playing it fresh out of the fucking bag. Well, fresh out of the digital download copy that it's from. And yeah, it's going to be pretty hectic. So with that, if you guys enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next week for the final episode of Trials Evolution in the single player campaign series thingamabob that I'm doing right now. Bye. One of them landed in Drew. Did he? And we are on the surface. Yeah.